name's Noah.
My name's Edison.
And we are Psycho.
You're Psycho.
Very psycho.
You're Psycho.
Let's try that again. I'm Noah.
I am Edison.
And we are Psychosomatik.
What made you decide the name Psycho? Somatic.
What it means is it's an illness that is just in your head. It's not real. Lots of contemporary inspiration for that. I'll let you do that. I'll let you put that together.
You explained it's a mental illness. That's all you explained.
No, I said it's something that's just in your mind, like a false belief, or somebody that thinks that spike proteins from a vaccine is going to make them make their testicles ache or something like that.
It was one of millions of names we considered. That one's just stuck. That's pretty much it.
Has it been you two the whole time?
Not really. I mean, under the Psychosomatic name, sure. During other iterations of the band, there were other people, but it didn't work out with them.
Well, we have our collaborators too.
Yeah.
We have our, on and off studio drummer. We have our, saxophone specialist on occasion. We even try to produce other people when they're not too busy.
What is your favorite song that you have made?
Spirit.
That's a good one. It's probably our most psychedelic track.
Why?
It's got this vinylizer on most of the parts, and what it does is it distorts it like you would have to distort a track on a vinyl to make it fit at different parts of the LP, inside or the outside groove. What's my favorite song? I don't know. Probably Rust, but Rust hasn't seen a proper studio treatment yet, so that one's not really out in its final form.
We're pretty proud of that one.
What do you have to fall back on?
No, it's just music.
12-string guitars, bass skills, bass chops. We actually, in a way, when I met you, I thought you were a bass player. I thought we were both bass players. I was wrong about that. Turns out that you're a guitar player. You fucking cheated on me.
Well, I'm really both.
Would you say you're the leader of the band?
Me?
Yeah.
No, that was a trick question. He wanted you to respond.
I mean, it's pretty much between both of us.
Yeah, how do you lead a band when there's two of you? That doesn't really make sense. What would we do with $50,000 for Rolling Stone's Top Hitmaker contest? That's a great question.
What would you do with $50,000 from Rolling Stone's Top Hitmaker contest? That you're currently leading number one in your group. Who was your biggest? Oh, here. Who was your biggest inspiration? Don't say Pink Floyd.
Well, we sort of bonded over that. We were like, oh, Live at Pompeii, and we were like, oh, Emerson, Lake and Palmer.
Pink Floyd, ELP, Stone Temple Pilots, The Doors. The Doors.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, yeah.
No, I like a lot of '90s, like Seattle and California bands. I mean, we have some differences. We have some peaks and valleys. Bee Gees are cool, right? Beatles are cool.
Rolling Stones.
Led Zeppelin. We're not going to say anything that surprises you, and if we did, you wouldn't know who they were, right? So, but basically, we're very influenced.
Very. More than you know.
More than you would ever imagine.
Yep.
We probably have more influences than you do. You ever think about that?
Exactly. Very cultured people here.
My biggest influences are the vinyl LP, the compact disc, stainless steel guitar strings, flat wound strings. I really like those cheap .73 millimeter plectrums with the little grip X's on them.
Well, I like very off-brand cheap guitars.
That's fucking true.
Yeah, lots of tremolo and reverb.
Oh my
Chorus.
Tremolo. Oh my god. You should see, if you maybe haven't seen, we've got this amp. It's a 1972. It's my grandfather's amp. It has the most unreal fucking tremolo. We try to shove it into every track that we can.
It's very, very epic. We even run a bass through it. I mean, we don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Put a bass to it. Meet me in the hallway. Cage Out Funk.
Even I mean, there's probably some others I keep forgetting. We have a lot of songs.
Is there anything that sets you apart from the competition?
That's a really good question.
Yeah, that's a big
And
question.
we'll be right back with that answer after these messages.
I have one potential answer for you.
What?
I was telling Jack Lyon about it today. We really tried at first to shoot our music videos where you are seeing what we are playing. And I think we succeeded most of the time on most of the videos. There's a few places where for production reasons we had to cut a corner and we had to mime a couple times. But I really think a lot more musicians should do that. I think it's cool to actually see what was played and how it was played. I think it's really crazy, honestly, that if you are a professional and you have the time and the money, like, I don't know why the fuck you're not doing that. That's just a missed opportunity.
I mean, that's really the main thing. I think it's just the passion and the drive. I think a lot, I mean, especially where we're from in Miami, there's not a big scene, but the bands that I've seen, they're just not very driven. I just think that a lot of them are just, there's no actual purpose to the music, you know. You have to stand for something. For me, it's personal. Like, I just want to, I like triumph, like, you know, Brian Wilson or Beethoven, just guys that are just do great things, great men that do great things. I don't think many bands nowadays just think deeply about these sort of things. They just sort of just go out, play some pretty mediocre rock songs and try to get laid. The best bands, yeah, sure, they did those sort of things, but there was a lot more substance to the band.
The method to their madness.
Yeah. Take a look at like guys like Roger Waters or Jim Morrison. I mean, there was a lot more to them than just like these crazy rock stars that just do drugs and get laid.
Well, I got one more for you. I think on our debut album, there was like one guitar solo. So we're like a rock band that we had more bass solos than guitar solos at the time. And now we have different kinds of stuff too. We got like a keyboard there. We do have more guitar solos now, but the point is that rock music, I think, has had a couple of periods where it's crashed and burned into the mud. One of those was like hair metal, right? And I think another one is when it just became, Eddie Van Halen is amazing. It's one of my favorites, but for God's sake, like everybody that's just trying to sound like him, it just created a wave of shitty rock music that was all just about squeedle. We didn't need that shit. And I think that's what turns modern people off of rock music is that idea of like, oh, you play rock music. So it's like shitty, hoary vocals like Kurt Cobain plus a wailing guitar solo. That's not very attractive these days, I'm sorry. Sorry to say. Plus, we all know Nirvana's really punk. Anyone who says that they're rock, they're missing the point.
What got you started in music?
I've been started and restarted and spun around this way and that way. I mean, I think it would be too much to tell you the full story. I came back to music most recently when I had a vision. I was listening to Jimi Hendrix, and I had a vision of him playing Spanish Castle Magic in my head, and he was just made up of a constellation of stars and lights, white lights and stars, and he was throwing his head back, and he had his headband on, and he was just doing that thing where he moves his mouth while he plays, playing the most incredible guitar solo from Live at Winterland. I just said, like, I want to do that to somebody. I want to make somebody else feel that visceral just intention and will that he had to make you feel something. You know, I think recorded music is sort of our main canvas. I love playing live, but I think recorded music is really like the true inspiration for me and probably for you too. I want to make these paintings with sound that people are just like, oh shit, the fuck did I just listen to? I need to call my lawyer.
Well, for me, I've been playing since I was like 7, maybe 8, around that time. It's just one continuous thing from like 7 to now that I'm 26. So almost 20 years. But I've always been fascinated by music as an art form more than other art forms than books, paintings, or movies. I just think it's a superior art form. I mean, with all respect to other great artists and other mediums. One memory that sticks out to me is being like in preschool, and they would put us to sleep after recess. So we would all lay in our little bunks, and they would start playing classical music. It was very agonizing to listen to, not because I didn't like it, but because it was just so intense, and I just couldn't believe that something like that was created by another human being. I'm a big Beethoven fan, and his music is the one that stood out to me the most. But like, it became clear to me what he was about just from listening to the Fifth Symphony, for example. And I was already a big Beatles fan then, and and all those groups, and it's just a mixture of all that really became clear to me. It's just I really want to do this for the rest of my life. I'm determined for it to be that way. I don't know if it's going to be like, oh, I'm going to make a living off of it, but I'm still going to do it regardless. I'm just going to lead by example of all the other great artists from the past. They face a lot of things that I'll never know about, hardship. I'd lived a pretty easy life compared to someone like Beethoven. But, he didn't give up, so I'm not going to give up. Closing statement?
What's your message you want to leave with the audience?
I think just don't take shit from anyone. Do what you want to do. Screw everything else. I mean,
no, that's pretty good, actually. I'm a fan of how you said that. What is my message to the people? It's been a long day, bro. Come on, I had something, bro. Use hand sanitizer. There you go.